So welcome back to Bus Simulator 21 gameplay with gameplay number 17 now. I just thought I would come back again with more Bus Sim 21 since we've got another update for it, of course. We've got I don't know if it's a small update, but a reasonable sized update I guess for the game again, so I thought we'd just come back for another wee quick session on it again. But yeah, I think if we left this on the last video, we were climbing up the observatory and that, we were climbing up there to get a view and that, and also coming down. We sort of finished it off at this point, didn't we? And I just thought we'd come back on the sandbox once again. You probably know, back in the sandbox mode. Don't know what we're going to do, but we'll have a wee free roam around. It's one of the buses that in there, BYD, a couple of buses, observation. So yeah, I wonder if they fixed this problem with the people at the doors now, because that was an issue, wasn't it? They used to stand out, literally stand between the doors, and that was a bit ridiculous when they were doing that, but we sort of fixed it. So yeah, there's the Mercury Tower. That's the stuff in here. Maybe not actually. Let's have a wee wander. And I remember I showed you that bug as well, but I thought we'd come back on, and funny enough, I don't know if you've ever seen this. There's a wee thing here in Woodfalls. I think that was the bus stop on the bug that I showed you at this point. So if I respawn myself back down to this area again, maybe let's travel here again. We can see if we can try and do this bug again that I showed in the last video, all the cars driving on the middle of the road. I wonder if this bug, there's actually more been done. Let's find out. I thought it's actually, I'm very curious again, since the fact of the bus stop now. That was the bus stop that was pretty much in the middle of nowhere. Can you still get over here? Oh yes, we can. But still, I'll probably spawn myself into the area there again, so we'll probably see what they've done. I see something up there, or we'll find out, because it looks like we get dropped into some other universe when we do come to this area, don't we? That'll probably spawn me somewhere. This point maybe. How do I go? Maybe this has been tampered with a little bit, I'm not sure. No, I think we'll get up to that area. Or can we? Maybe not actually. Because it's stuck, literally stuck now. And we can try and see if we can get this area. That might take us to that middle of nowhere, that other bit. Maybe here. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we can't get to that area now after. Yeah, we're stuck. Stuck as a dodo here, so I don't think we're going anywhere. Oh, I don't know if you could fast travel. No, we're stuck. We're going away from that pretty much, aren't we? Hell, after all that, so we could always just fast travel back to the depot again. I'll really fix that bug then after all then. And I was just curious just to see if it was still present, but it looks like they've actually fixed that bit, that jump in area. They must have seen that video that I did, and then they realised there was people with those, then some of you were doing it, so I reckon it might have been dropped off now. Unless they just don't want us to see, they might have been building up to that area now that this is open, this is more dense now, it's got roads, it's got roads now instead of actual sort of middle of nowhere bus stop. See if we can try and get through it again. I think this is the farthest we can go. I could try and do it, but yeah, we're stuck. This is the farthest we can go. We've got an invisible wall now, so I think we're stuck now until we get the map expansion. When we'd fall was also the bus stop that we will see in the middle of nowhere. So yeah. So yeah, apparently they've sorted that out then, they've sorted this bug out, they're working. I've seen they've even seen the video and they realised that this was broken. A bug. And maybe I can't get myself right here now because I'm putting myself into this area now, eh? Spawn ourselves in fast travel some way. Go fast travel to the bus. Onto the bus stop even. It's a travel. I wonder if they fixed the buses. Some sign on there, isn't it? Yeah, it's some what's it saying on there? Check roadside service. I've never seen that before. So that a place? It must be a place. Randomised destination board. Let's have a look on the map again. Yeah, so it looks like this is a wee bit of the map expansion we'll be getting. Woodfall. I've seen some comments on socials that this mystery bus stop's obviously showing up. Obviously, and the crowds are obviously blocking it, so it's obviously the map expansion for this day, and I reckon they might join this motorway maybe, or this road to the new map. And I wonder if there's anything up on the bridge as well. There's actually a lot of space here. We're going right up to the crowds. I wonder if there's actually a big map expansion going to be put there. We just can't really see until the crowds disappear. That's the only way that we'll know once the crowds are gone. Then, do you know what I mean? It's obviously just this bit we've got now the coming map. So hopefully soon we'll get the map expansion. That'd be cool. So we'll head into the more dense area. Let's head into this area. This is a bit weird. I don't know if it's all the things a bit weird. The roadside, I don't know what's happened to it. Let's have a look at the double decker, see if there's any of them driving around. This terminal, I wonder if it's still one way. One way in and out, I guess. It's still, I think. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, I wonder if you're still enjoying this game, because I think I've seen like comments now. This game is not optimized. You know, what's going on here? Can you get out this? There's the E200. Was this thing here before? No, it must have been. I can't remember. Here's the Enviro 200. How will we jump on this bus? See if I change it. Single door on this one.
Do you want to drive?
This is the British spec as well, proper British bus in here. E200. Smart looking bussy. Let's take over, hey? Let's have a wee drive, eh? Let's do a drive. So we've got the CM bus again. E200. That's someone pulling their head in, the driver. Alright, let's have a wee drive with the E200 for a change, eh? And the E400 that I've been driving pretty much every video, almost. That's what I mean, I keep driving the double deckers, eh? I thought we'd just have a wee go of the E200, eh? Enviro 200.
I hope I'll be able to catch some sleep along the way.
Stop here.
Right on time. Thank you.
Service him nocturnal spots. So yeah, it's a nice bus as well. You know, the E200, it's the nicest there and as nice as the E500. It's the same sounds obviously as well. Obviously this is obviously base stock, this is obviously the same sounds as the E400 and the 500. Same sort of sounds, it's very... Oh, I got drift again, the had in you. I think there's a bit of drift in the controller still going on the road, and it's even doing it in this game as well. This day I'll just take my time, I'll even miss this corner here. I'm just too busy playing on the road half the time, and I don't realise I'm missing all the corners. The tight corners, eh? There's a bit of traffic. There's a traffic light. So yeah, I wonder if they're sort of I wonder if they've done a lot of mixes. What's going on with this AI? No idea. I think it's alright, I think we're in Chinatown now. Chinatown, it's a nice area. Nice district of the map. So we'll just back in here. Not really packed very well. I need to put in the wee spot a bit more. my area is a bit not in the actual area of the bus stop. But seems like it's not in bad starting position apparently. But yeah, spotting out there. Single door version of this E200 instead of a dual door. Did they ever make a dual door version of the E200s? Has it always been a single door bus? I don't know if there's ever been a dual door version of the E200 as much as the E400 do, but I think there has been a dual door version of an E200 so but I don't know actually. You guys can comment below if you know if there's a dual door version of the E200s. I'm sure there is. But I think the majority of them I see are normally single door. Or maybe I'm thinking of the 300 Enviro 300 because it's a longer version of the E200 anyway, isn't it? Because the E300 is a slightly bigger version of the E400, I mean E200. It's a single decker but it's a bigger version, bigger length. But yeah. A decent one, I think no one's getting on this one. Oh, they are getting on it. Everyone get off and everyone comes on. Yeah. So I wonder what they improved in this game generally. I don't know if there's any improvements generally. Thinking quite early still. Just stay and hang fire for a minute. I'm still rocking out my driver, my metalhead driver. Still rocking out his beanie and glasses and you know. It's like I'd always think this game is more arcadey compared to a lot of other bus simulator games. And just think how much it feels like driving a bus. There's not very much effort in this game really. That's maybe my opinion because it's not serious bus simulator, isn't it? You know, like OMSI, is it OMSI or OMSI 2 or if it's called OMSI I think is a bit more of a serious bus simulation game. But that's an old game now. Whoa, let's keep this one out. Don't know what that was about. There wasn't even on the crosswalk, and this what we ran out from the bus stop. Could have been waiting here for a while then. Crosswalks. Oh, we're quite early, aren't we? So yeah, we can hang fire. What's going on? These people are actually walking in the middle of the road, don't they? Some of these. It's open the doors. We're quite early, so I better keep my time and my schedule. Just take it easy. Don't drive too fast because we're quite early in the schedule. So yeah, I just think OMSI and stuff like that are probably like the better bus simulations for more of a serious busing experience. This is a bit more, it's not bare bones, but I mean it is a bus simulator. You've got licensed bus brands. You've got I mean this has probably got the most buses in any bus simulation game since bus simulator was always a thing. It's always been a thing for quite a long time. It's been around for quite a while, like bus simulator. I think Astragon, well, they've published it for quite a while, haven't they? I think that's the publisher as Astragon. And then it was still alive, the development of this game. Still alive studios. I guess they're based in Germany. I think they're based in Germany. I mean, lots of these games are developed by a lot of German studios. Surprisingly, I mean, this is what I mean about simulation games. Are pretty popular in Germany. So like Farming Simulator, are German developed. This game is German developed. On the Road is German developed. I think Tourist Bus Simulator possibly as well. German developed. Literally every game. I need to see Tourist Bus Simulator actually. That's probably got a bit more. I think that's a bit more of a serious bus simulation game as well. But you know, it's just a matter of well, you can't really get on last gen, and that's the only downside. I think it's only like next gen only. We've got loads of people on this bus now. I think the bus is filled up now, surely. Yeah, we've got people standing, haven't we? Let's take the tickets. Let's check the tickets actually. And next stop actually, if I'm not going to draw my way around, it's saying tickets on tickets. At the next stop. We've got so many people on the bus here. I think that this is a small bus for this route. So they use the double deck actually. So the bus behind us, I don't know what's coming behind Scania. Am I going this way? Yeah, I'm going this way, aren't I? We're in the bus way now. Let's get ourselves out the bus. Where everyone's going to be leaving the bus. Let's take out some tickets. Oh, it's busy. Really busy. Busy bus. Oh, fine. Got tons of people. This bus will be filled up to the rim soon. Oh, I've got loads of people on this bus now. Another fair job there. Mind you, I've got those people as well. Protect those ones. That's why there are tons of people. I've got to be checking them.
Sure. Yes, I can show you my ticket, but don't touch it. This is going straight into my collection.
Where is it?
There's actually tons of people on this bus, actually. Almost every seat's been.
Ticket. Oh.
There we go. Everybody. We'll get people standing on this bus very soon. It's raining. I've got drift in it. I think I have got a bit of drift in this controller. Possibly. It's a wee bit weird when I was walking on the bus. It was acting up a little bit. Well, it's even doing it in this game as well. I'm drifting, I don't see the bus. I think it's getting worse my drift on this controller, because it was quite bad on the road when I was doing it in the last few videos. It was drift again, so it wasn't. It's obviously my controlling then after all, it's not on the road. But yeah, I was saying about Tourist Bus Simulator and stuff like that. Now, I'll always have to try and check that out one day and play that on the channel, because Tourist Bus Simulator was pretty good, was promising. You got lots of license, we got a lot of buses, coaches and that really. It's more coaches and that than inner city buses like we're driving at the moment, eh? But like you got MEM and do you have Neopran? I think Neopran are on that game as well. Neopran Skyline coach. It's a double decker coach. VLD, I think a few other coaches on there as well. Like yeah, Mercedes. I don't think Mercedes are in that game, but MEM are in it, of course. I think MEM always get the license in the game. License in the game. Every simulation game, there's always an MEM vehicle in it, especially in Bussim. I mean, they're pretty open, I think, to a lot of games, eh? Usually don't get that many games out there that have what's MEMs, but it's always an MEM. It's always MEM. It has their stuff, isn't it? It's not normally Scanias or Volvos very often, or Mercedes. It's only MEM pretty much the most simulation games. I mean, I think they're pretty much open to any simulation game. If they want to get a simulation game out there, and then that's really what they need. They probably MEM are pretty much happier to consider getting their name in game. Eh? It's very much then they're opened up to having their name in the game. And I think the majority of games, the majority of simulation games, there's always MEM in it. Yeah, I think pretty much like UK Truck Simulator and that had MEM license in the game. I think first when I remember that game coming like 10 years ago, and I remember MEM being the only licensed truck brand in UK Truck Simulator and German Truck Simulator. So remarkable how much they consider having their name in the game. It's always MEM. I mean, I'm not worried about having MEM. I think MEM are good, better than not having them. It's a good name to stick in a game. It's the E200 in front of us. Maybe right behind it. Same livery. We're working out CM bus, say like a coach company. So that's a really good photo shoot. This is actually a good thumbnail actually. Having it like that, eh? It's very dope. Two buses like that actually. If I can manage getting a decent one, it's like that. It's quite a good contest of both buses together. And yeah, I've got the CM bus there. It's like a school uniform I livery I put on these buses here. You know, I think it's very school uniform. Like, I feel like I've done like what I've done in like, you know, like some of these sort of coach films that have their own private bus companies and stuff like that, and it's very decent, very smart looking, and it's very basic as well. It's not like I did very much work on the job editor. This one's actually finished now. So should I continue driving or should we leave the bus? It's kind of skinny behind us. They won't open the doors until I leave this bus. I suppose I can always go up here. You can hold that as well. Hold that to start serving yourselves, I think. Yeah, that's it. That's an NPC taking over that now. So he's off. I've got UK plates on the buses as well, so if you didn't notice, the plates are UK plates. Apparently there are different colours in there. They're yellow on the front as well, but they're yellow on the back. They're yellow on the front, surprisingly. So yeah, that's the 22 plate. It's a brand new 22 plate, brand new. That's what I mean about those buses. Fairly new buses, they're not old ones. So just a decent registration plate. So just have something like that, rock out, something like that. You can probably put your own private plate on them as well, but I just not have them as a 22 plate since they're brand new buses. Only like a couple of months old. So yeah, proper new kids on the block pretty much. It's not old buses, not with window panes or lanterns and stuff like that walking out, and you had to put walking out in A plates or E plates or something. Not on then 22 plates. Alright, if they had classic buses in this game. There's actually one thing I did actually notice on this update. I don't know if it would be ideal to show it, but apparently there was in the garage. I think in the garage actually there's probably some. I've seen it on some things on social media. There's actually a new bus brand being added, but it's locked. It's locked, but it's not. It's locked in, but apparently you can. I can't wait saying a new bus brand's coming to the game, but I don't really want to give it any word out on it because it's also not out yet, I guess. So I'm not really wanting to just show you it on screen, but apparently it's there. But it's the Toby DLC coming, so I reckon you have to purchase it. Maybe, but it's surprising to me. It's really funny how they're actually shown in this update, because it could be. There's also a new brand as well. It's not new buses of the same brand. It's a new brand coming in the game. I mean, apparently it'd be cool to see the buses when they do come out. But apparently there's a new brand. But I won't really want to say anything about it on stream and that. But I mean, you probably see it if I headed to the garage, which I probably won't show you it really. I've got some drift in the controller, that's why I'm drifting over the place a little bit. I think I've got drifty, I can see. It's very, very sketchy going now, that the way it's going now, this controller. Let's try and find an E500. I'll try and find an E500. I don't understand what's going on with these buses. It's like he stopped for no reason. But it's hard to see if they're stopped. They're stopped. Let's get on this.
You want to enjoy the ride?
Let's see.
Do you want to drive? Or maybe just check your passenger seats? Oh, hey boss.
Let's have a seat on this. Let's take these seats, eh? The push up ones, pull down ones. It's a nice seat space. So this is a British spec one, isn't it? And I can tell by the seats. So obviously they must have licensed a British E500, 200, not 500. But this door is obviously, it's also a left-hand drive obviously. But obviously they must have British spec interiors and left-hand drive ones, so if they managed to get this one on the game. So yeah, the E200s are very popular buses. I think I normally see quite a lot of them driving around my town, around my hometown, one city. There's usually the odds. In fact, they're more like smaller buses, the E200s, for like real commutes rather than in the city commutes. Maybe the E300's a bit more. Well, this is the MMC bodywork as well, the MMC 200, because the newer one, the sort of second generation model of the other version, the standalone one, but this is the MMC. I keep forgetting MMC, but MMC's the sort of current range now. I don't know what it stands for, but it's something quite bizarre. It's like a cool name they had at the end. Makes them a lot better compared to the predecessor of the Enviro range. They looked quite outdated. They looked a bit outdated compared to comparing the new stuff now. It's very fancy. I mean, that's what I mean. It's coming to that point now. But the previous one was going pretty much outdated. But I know what you mean. It's the case that those buses were getting to that point now, I guess. So, yeah, they were pretty much outdated. I mean, they're nice buses, but at the end of the day, I think I guess I have to move on and get new models out here. Let's see if there's an E500 somewhere. Maybe. Or I'll join this crew of people.
Do you want to drive?
Not sure.
Hi, boss.
I'm not sure if I'll go on this bus again.
Ah, you want to come along? Or drive yourself?
It's busy now. I'm not going to mind seats now. I suppose I got a seat. Yeah. Busy bus now. Well, it's not that busy. Busier. I don't think it would need a lot of these buses in the cities anyway, at the end of the day. I mean, it would probably, but on this game obviously, but I don't know if they would. I think they would. Maybe to like real towns and that. It's more like a sort of town to town bus than a city to city bus, because it is pretty small. You must either seat 32 people in this bus, surely. Or maybe it isn't, maybe it's less than 32, I don't know how many seating. Usually would have a seating capacity sign on some of the buses here. You would have it here somewhere, you would tell the numbers of seats and number of people standing. There'd be a wee plate showing the seat capacity of the bus. That way it's not there in this game. We have a good wee feature to start something like that in the game, just a wee thing for showing where you sit and that. The people just jump up. That's how they must get off the bus after this instantly stand up. I've never actually seen that before actually. So is this a 22 plate, eh? Yeah, brand new one. Yeah, 22 plate. So yeah, just out the factory. Fresh off the production line. That's what I mean. Volvo behind us as well. It's looking pretty cool. Volvo's always have a nice looking bus as well, as much as the 200. Might have a wee ride in the Volvo as well. 7900. I don't know what they've done in these signs. We'll polygons on that now. It's, I don't know if they messed them up a little bit. You can't read Jason's Flower Shop anymore on this sign. It's weird. It's weird, a bit stupid now. Something like that, need to put it up to feel brassy. It's a Volvo. That Volvo's a smart bus, isn't it? You never beat a Volvo 7900, they look very smart looking. I don't know if that's the electric one, it's not a hybrid one. That we got a couple of hybrid ones one around our town. I mean, there's not that many customers in the UK have 7900s, really. Don't know why. I'm saying it's the same for like our European bus companies. They don't have many Citals in the UK. I don't know. Mind you, we do have quite a good few, and we do have quite a good. I think there's a good few Citals in the UK, but it's not as many as you think. Most customers would just go for internal, like British built Alexander buses and Enviro. I mean, Enviro is Alexander Dennis buses and Wright bus, really. There's not that many bus companies in the UK now, as you think about it. They've got Alexander Dennis, you've got Wright bus. This is in Northern Ireland, but it's part of it's a UK company, of course. And you've got Optu. Is it Optu or Opti? I don't know how to pronounce it. Optu. I think it's Optu as, I think that's how you pronounce it. The one that makes they make smaller buses, but they don't really make double deckers. So the E500 is sitting here. So this is the German spec one, isn't it? It's not a Hong Kong spec, because obviously the Hong Kong spec you would be driving on the light, wouldn't you? So it would be the Berlin spec. It's going to get stuck again. Maybe they fixed the steering issues. Let's see what happens. Is he going to hit a vehicle? It doesn't drive very well. Wait, it's going in the lane. Literally, hey, that's the problem. It's going on that way, and that's how it kind of properly steer. That's the alright now. Oh, maybe not. Whoa, that's a bit of a curve. That's a bit of a curve to take, eh? I was driving alright. Some of these drivers are a bit erratic sometimes, especially that E500, especially that driver. That's going to get stuck again. So this must be the Berlin spec. Yeah, possibly. Busy bus this is.
Do you want to drive, or maybe just check the passenger's tickets?
Check the passenger's tickets. Let's do this wee bit here. You sink in a wee bit, don't you? This bit, it's a bit strange, but I don't know what happens. But yeah, you can't withstand you. It's a wee bit strange. It's a bit bumpy as well. I think you're sunk in the ground on the. I'm thinking that you're actually under the floor of the bus. Oh god. That's insane. Driving there. So it's the stand here. Bounce ourselves up. We're bouncing a wee bit. Slightly. I'm probably going to finish this screen off very soon, guys, but yeah. Just want to try and just cover a bit more bus sim again, just since there's a new patch dropped, but I don't think there's very much internal improvement to the game, it's that way. I mean, there's only like little improvements here, but I'm guessing the fixed issues are there. I don't know if the fixed issues is the E500, I'm guessing that's still the same. But yeah, you know. I'm guessing it's just small bits at a time, eh? Plus you got that expansion probably coming very soon that was shown on the map. And it shouldn't be that long away now for the map expansion to come in this game. If it's DLC, it'll probably be a DLC probably. Just like Truck Driver. You know, it's just a DLC that we have to wait for. This is the real position where you're standing, the buses literally just bouncing very, very rapidly, lightly. I don't know why it's doing that, it's just so strange. It's the same with that MEM bus I was showing you in the videos as well. It was standing, you're just you're doing real weird to me. It's going very erratically. I actually don't know what's actually what is going on. Why you're standing here? It's always a bit strange the way you're standing. Like you're sunken. Your feet must be through the floor at this point, surely. I wonder if there's like a Flintstone, like a Flintstone scar or something. I'm literally grinding my feet under the roads here or something. That's what I'm thinking at this point where you're just sort of at a wee bit of an angle. Because if you just go up a little bit, you're probably on this floor. But if you're in this wee point here, I think you're on the floor of the bus. So it's this really weird stuff. Anyway, I think we'll finish this video off, guys, but I just thought we'd just come up for a wee catch up video for Sim 21. But I mean, I don't think there's very much else to say about the game apart from major updates. Maybe this new bus pack coming out now probably won't be far now if it's shown on the thing there. And the garage point, it looks like there's some bus DLC coming because it was actually rocked. But yeah, apparently there's a new bus brand coming by the seems of it. I don't know if it's actually going to be a DLC, but you know, it might be a DLC. It's probably just on there just as a placement. But it looks like it's just a thing with the buses were just done. When I was looking at it, the buses were they looked like they weren't skinned. That saying again. The wheels actually are not spinning on that bus literally. They are. See like things like that, eh? I don't know what happened there, but weird things like that. The wheels are just stuck there. I don't know why I hear that saying all the time. That's still getting announced still, eh? Because the wheels aren't turning, they're locked. The things like that, they make the bus thing where it's things like that, the bus wheels are sort of locked in a little bit. Anyway, let's finish this video off. I hope you guys have enjoyed a bit more Bus Sim. Just a wee brief update video I guess of the game, but yeah, it's good to get back in it again. Yeah, it's saucy. Not a lot has done changed, I guess. It's bit by bit thing. But we must be close to getting this map expansion and this bus pack thing that we're getting. If it's all sort of showing up in the game now, that it'll probably be coming. I'll probably be getting a release very soon. So fingers crossed on that. Maybe we won't be waiting very long for that now. So yeah, it's been a good video. I hope you enjoyed that Bus Sim 21 covered. Make sure to check out the playlists. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to comment below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, check the playlist as I say at the end of the video. And yeah, I should be back hopefully. I might be back on the road again, but maybe back with Bus Sim, you never know. It's kind of varied now where I go with my channel over the simulation stuff. Well, let's hope I'll get back on the road again, but anyway, hope you enjoyed this video and I'll catch you in the next video. So bye for now.